Someone simply located out who you virtually are, and God is speaking. My toddler, listen carefully, for what's taking place proper now inside the unseen will soon happen earlier than your very eyes. The time of revelation is right here, and nothing that has been hid will stay hidden. This message has reached you on the appointed hour because the heavens have declared which you need to recognize what is being whispered in secret. Someone has simply observed who you simply are. Their eyes were opened to the truth, and they're in shock. They never predicted to peer what has now been revealed. The understanding they now maintain is shaking them, and they are scrambling to determine what to do with this discovery. This isn't always something every day. This isn't always a small depend. My baby, you must be aware that each step you have taken, every decision you've got made, and every sacrifice you have got given has caused this very second. The truth of your identity, the mild that you convey, the divine motive positioned upon your lifestyles has now come into the attention of someone who turned into by no means speculated to understand. They had been watching from a distance, ignorant of the intensity of who you in reality are. They concept they knew you, but they handiest noticed the surface. They assumed things approximately you primarily based on fake testimonies, based totally on illusions, based totally on deception. However, now, they have got visible. Now, they understand. And their reaction is not what you observed it be. This man or woman has been staring at in silence, watching without making their presence acknowledged. They have been maintaining track of info, piecing matters together. They have got listened to words spoken via others about you. A number of those phrases have been lies. Some of them had been half of truths. But now, the veil has been lifted. Now, they see with their own eyes. And they're shaken. They did not count on this revelation. They did now not suppose they might come upon the truth in such a way. And now, their coronary heart is stressed. Their thoughts is racing. Due to the fact what they now recognize approximately you has disrupted their expertise of the whole thing. However, my toddler, do now not be anxious. Do no longer let fear enter your coronary heart. Do not permit doubt to cloud your thoughts. Due to the fact I have always acknowledged this moment would come. I have visible ahead of time what's now unfolding. And I'm telling you, you are included. You're included. You are held within the palm of my hand. No person can remove you from my purpose. Nobody can regulate the destiny I have organized for you. This revelation turned into inevitable. The light in you cannot be hidden. The electricity upon your existence cannot be omitted. The anointing that you carry cannot be not noted. Even individuals who attempted to disregard you, even folks who notion you have been insignificant, even individuals who spoke against you are now figuring out that they have been wrong. They misjudged you. They underestimated you. And now, their eyes had been opened. A few will rejoice at this revelation. They may see the reality and keep in mind that you're chosen, that you are set apart, which you are on foot in divine prefer. They'll come to you looking for awareness, looking for guidance, seeking to align themselves with what God is doing on your lifestyles. But others will no longer react in the same manner. Some could be unsettled by means of what they have got seen. Some may be uncomfortable with the truth. Some will see and, as opposed to embracing the revelation, they will withstand it. They will combat in opposition to it. They will try to deny what is now simple. But my infant, do now not be discouraged. Their reaction does no longer change the reality. Their denial does no longer adjust reality. You're nevertheless who I have called you to be. You're still status in my motive. You're nevertheless strolling within the plan that I designed earlier than the rules of the world. Nobody can erase what I've written. Nobody can undo what I have spoken. There are conversations occurring proper now approximately you. There are whispers in the back of closed doors. There are discussions taking place in which your name is being noted. Some are thinking what to do now that the truth is out. A few are finding out how they will respond. And my child, I want you to be prepared. Due to the fact the coming days will display even extra stuff you by no means knew will be introduced into the mild human beings you by no means expected will show their authentic colorations. Those who pretended to be indifferent will screen their authentic thoughts. Individuals who appear to guide you could start to trade their conduct. Pay attention. Watch carefully. Do now not be quick to react, but be discerning. Be still and allow me guide you. I am your protector. I'm your shield. I'm the one who goes before you and makes a way wherein there appears to be none. Irrespective of what is stated, regardless of what's executed, regardless of who tries to stand in opposition to what I am doing for your lifestyles, my plans will not fail. My will be executed. You must be sturdy on this hour. You have to stand company in religion. Because the publicity is not just for them, it is for you as properly. I'm displaying you who human beings really are. I am revealing what is in their hearts. I'm allowing you to see beyond the surface, past the phrases, beyond the outward appearance. Due to the fact I want you to recognize the fact. You have been walking with individuals who have been not intended to move in which you're going. You have been linked to those who do now not have your excellent pastimes in thoughts, and my baby, I'm setting apart you from what isn't always for you. I'm putting off you from connections that are retaining you returned. I'm closing doorways that now not serve my motive in your existence. Sure, it may be painful. Sure, it may be shocking. Yes, it may sense like a loss. But accept as true with me, my infant. What I am doing is to your good. What I'm removing is making room for something greater. What I'm exposing is releasing you from unnecessary burdens. The individual that just located who you sincerely are will have to make a decision. They will both step into the truth, or they'll turn away from it. They will either well know what they now realize, or they may try to fake they never noticed it. However, irrespective of their choice, you should preserve to move forward. Do now not pause. Do now not hesitate. Do no longer allow their response to dictate your actions. Due to the fact my plans for your unfolding. My want upon you is increasing. My hand upon your existence is undeniable. And nobody, no person, can prevent what I am approximately to do. Watch and spot, my infant. The days ahead will convey even extra clarity. The portions of the puzzle will come collectively. The confusion will fade, and know-how will come. You'll see the overall photo, and you'll know that I have been guiding you all alongside. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are walking in future. Now go forward, without fear, without hesitation, definitely. The revelation has come. And nothing will ever be the equal again. My cherished baby, listen these words not as mere letters upon a web page, but as a voice calling from the depths of eternity. For I, the Lord your God, have selected this second to speak to you, to deliver you revelation, to open your eyes, and to evoke your spirit to a fact which could now not be hidden. You have walked through existence thinking, looking, and now the time has come which will recognize. This message is for you. Do now not dismiss it as twist of fate. Do now not take it lightly. Do not near your coronary heart to what I'm about to reveal, for the moment of awakening is at hand. A person has just located out who you without a doubt are, and the revelation has left them astounded. They have visible the reality of you, the reality of your being, the cause for which I have created you. Their eyes have been opened to what changed into as soon as hidden, to what they refused to renounce, to what their hearts have been unprepared to just accept. The veil has been torn away, and now they stand inside the presence of a revelation that shakes their understanding of the world. They have got seamed upon you and visible something they cannot recognize, something that defies explanation, something that demanding situations the entirety they once believed. For see you later, you have got walked unnoticed, unrecognized for what you sincerely are. Humans have seen most effective what they desired to peer, what their minds allowed them to simply accept. They have got judged you by way of appearance, by using situations, by the restrictions of their information, and in doing so, they have got didn't draw close the fullness of what I have placed inside you. But now, something has changed. Now, someone has seen past the surface, beyond the illusions, beyond the assumptions. Now, they visible the truth. They are greatly surprised, for they by no means expected to discover what they have got observed. They by no means imagine that someone like you can convey what you bring, may be who you're, ought to maintain within you the essence of something some distance extra than yourself. They've seen your mild, although they do no longer yet apprehend its source. They have witnessed your electricity, though they cannot fathom from where it comes. They've beheld your presence, and it has unsettled them, for they had been unprepared for the reality of you. The arena has taught them to degree humans by way of superficial standards, to decide well-worth by way of external appearances, to define identity via fleeting things. But you, my baby, aren't of this global. You do now not fit inside their definitions, you do no longer comply with their expectations, you do no longer bow to their barriers. You are set aside. You have been selected, anointed, packed with a electricity that cannot be explained via human reasoning. And now, someone has seen it. They visible something in you that does not align with what they thought they knew. They have glimpsed a fact that demanding situations their beliefs, that forces them to rethink what they as soon as held as fact. They cannot observe you the same manner anymore. Their notion has modified, their information has shifted, and they're left status in awe of what they have got determined. But listen this, my child, not all who see will accept. Now not all who understand will rejoice. Some will withstand the truth, will combat towards it, will are looking for to disclaim what is now simple. There could be folks who, upon seeing who you truly are, will pull away, for they may be no longer prepared to face the implications of what they've found out. Others will try and give an explanation for it away, to rationalize, to convince themselves that they have got misunderstood. And still, there could be folks who sense threatened, who will war with the revelation, who will struggle inside themselves due to the fact they do now not understand a way to reconcile what they've just discovered. You should now not be shaken by way of their reactions. You need to no longer be moved by means of their doubts, their fears, their confusion. You should stand firm within the fact of who you're, in the reality of what I have located within you. For this revelation is not for them by myself, it's far for you, it's miles a affirmation of what you've got continually acknowledged inside the depths of your spirit. You've got sensed it, felt it, carried it within you even when you couldn't absolutely understand it. And now, others are starting to see what I've known all alongside. You are not normal. You were by no means meant to be. I've shaped you with purpose, formed you with intention, breathed into you something that isn't always of this international. And now, the time has come for that fact to be recognized. The time has come with a purpose to rise into the fullness of who you are, to embody what I have placed within you, to walk boldly within the calling I've set upon your life. Do no longer shy away. Do no longer conceal yourself away. Do now not permit the reactions of others to dictate your steps. For you had been made to shine, to illuminate the darkness, to be a beacon of mild in a world that desperately wishes to peer. You are my infant, my chosen one, my vessel of glory, and I'm able to no longer permit the truth of who you are to remain hidden anymore. The sector is watching. Eyes are upon you. A few with curiosity, some with uncertainty, some with reverence, and some with fear. But regardless of how they reply, you should stroll forward in self-assurance, in energy, in religion. For I'm with you. I've constantly been with you, from the very starting, from the primary breath you took until this very second, and I'm able to by no means go away you. There's extra but to return. This is simplest the start. What has been discovered is handiest a glimpse of the extra revelation that is unfolding. Stand firm, my toddler. The adventure is a ways from over, but recognize this. You do now not stroll it on my own. I am main you, guiding you, surrounding you with my presence. And irrespective of what others may think, irrespective of how they may react, no matter what they'll say, don't forget this notably else. You're mine. You have got constantly been mine. And not anything will ever change that fact. God says, my infant, do now not forget about this message, for it has been dispatched to you in divine timing. There's something going on that you haven't yet visible together with your personal eyes, however the heavens have already witnessed it. The plans of people who speak sweetly in the front of you, but whisper towards you inside the darkness, are now coming to light. They have got gathered in mystery, discussing your name, but what they do not know is that God has already written the final results. No one can erase what He has ordained for you. But you should listen, for that is a warning dispatched with love, a caution to protect you before it's miles too past due. On the 1st of April, a revelation will come forth, something hidden might be exposed, and you may recognize that someone near you has no longer been sincere. You'll recognize that their smile become a mask's, their kindness or overall performance. This is not to convey you worry, however to strengthen you. God does now not monitor things to shake your spirit. He well now shows them to prepare you. The days beforehand will unfold in a manner you probably did not count on, however you need to no longer be concerned. The only who walks with God is by no means by myself, never deserted. However you ought to stay vigilant, for deception wears many disguises, and from time to time the ones you believe the maximum are the ones hiding the greatest secrets. You may start to observe atypical behaviors, whispers that stop when you enter the room, conversations that shift when you ask questions. Those are signs and symptoms. Pay attention. God is revealing them so that you do now not stroll blindly into the entice they have got set. The enemy has placed human beings round you who do no longer want to peer you upward thrust, who desire to preserve you in a cycle of bewilderment and delay. But their plans will fail. Archangel Michael has been sent forth to clear the way. He has been watching over you, ready with a purpose to open your coronary heart completely to the guidance that is being given. You are not defenseless. You've been given divine authority. There is a manner to cleanse your space, to break the hold of people who searching for to manipulate and lie to you. You ought to act with religion. Do not wait till the moment of betrayal arrives. God is looking you to take action now, to leap forward with unwavering trust. God says, "Region their name in water and communicate the truth over it." Claim that no falsehood shall prevail in your lifestyles, that each hidden agenda could be exposed. This isn't an act of harm. It's far an act of release. You aren't wishing the mill. Your surrendering there have an effect on over your lifestyles into God's fingers. And whilst you do that, you will start to feel the shift. Their hold over you may loosen, and readability will encounter you. You may see things as they are, not as they fake to be. You've been feeling a heaviness, a weight upon your soul, as if something is pressing down on you, retaining you from transferring ahead. This isn't by means of coincidence. There has been an unseen hand looking to graduate you down, to preserve you from stepping into what's rightfully yours. But the chains that had been located upon your breaking. The walls that have been built to block your path are crumbling. You are moving into a new season, and nothing can be capable of maintaining you back. Do no longer be afraid while people begin to distance themselves. A few are leaving because they cannot stand within the presence of fact. Others will fall away due to the fact they realize that their time of deception is over. That is the hand of God at paintings. All of us who was in no way supposed to be a part of your future might be eliminated, each false courting exposed. Your spirit is awakening, and with it comes a new information. You will start to hear things extra-virtually, to feel the intentions of others in ways you in no way did before. That is a present, but you have to use it wisely. Do not react with anger or bitterness while the fact is found out. Stand firm, understanding that what's leaving your existence changed into never supposed to stay. God is creating a way for you, and nobody can shut the door He's starting. At the 1st of April, watch carefully. Take into account of the conversations that stand up, of the information that reaches your ears. Do now not disregard it as mere coincidence. That is a divine caution. Your prayers were heard, and this is the solution that has been sent. Put together yourself, for transformation is to hand. The exposure that is coming is not pretty much others. It is also about you. God is showing you your own heart, revealing areas in which you need to grow, locations wherein you have been maintaining directly to ache that must now be launched. This is your second to step completely into the mild, to walk in fact, to interrupt unfastened from each chain that has certain you. God says, my baby, do not fear. The path ahead may additionally seem uncertain, however you aren't taking walks it alone. I am with you, guiding your steps, clearing the manner earlier than you. Consider in me, and no harm shall come upon you. Open your heart, open your eyes, and be equipped. The reality is unfolding, and with it comes your liberty.